Hi folks, Ergout here. Today I'm going to zoom in on caffeine. You may recall from earlier videos in this series that I've previously talked about the role of sugar and polyunsaturated oils, which produce cravings. That's two sources of food addictions right there. And those are hard addictions to beat. But the food industry has other tricks up their sleeve that you should know about. One of those tricks is caffeine. Wikipedia has a good article about caffeine. Have a look. Caffeine is a substance found in many plants, and it serves a purpose in those plants. It protects them by paralyzing and killing insects. That's right, it's an insecticide. Chemically, caffeine is an alkaloid, which places it in the same class of drugs as morphine and nicotine. In mammals, caffeine is a central nervous system and metabolic stimulant. It's fatal at a dose of a bit over 3 grams taken intravenously, though this varies considerably with body weight and sensitivity. At all doses less than fatal, caffeine is a psychoactive drug. Caffeine induces an artificial mood of alertness, but this comes with a lot of side effects, including restlessness, loss of fine motor control, headaches, and dizziness. It's also been identified as a cause of some migraines. And that's not the worst. Consuming caffeine can lead to caffeine intoxication. Some of the symptoms include nervousness, excitement, insomnia, flushed face, frequent urination, muscle twitching, disorganized thoughts and speech, paranoia, cardiac arrhythmia or tachycardia, and psychomotor agitation, gastrointestinal complaints, increased blood pressure, rapid pulse, tightening or constricting of superficial blood vessels, sometimes resulting in cold hands or fingers, increased amounts of fatty acids in the blood, and an increased production of gastric acid. In extreme cases, mania, depression, lapses in judgment, disorientation, loss of social inhibition, delusions, hallucinations, and psychosis may occur. How much caffeine is required to produce caffeine intoxication? The science is not clear, but it's a good bet that the amount varies greatly between individuals. Because caffeine increases the production of stomach acids, repeated use can lead to peptic ulcers and other gastroesophageal disorders. Caffeine can also mimic the symptoms of mental disorders, such as panic disorder, anxiety disorder, bipolar disorder, and schizophrenia. There is concern among scientists that some patients diagnosed with psychological disorders and given medication for those disorders may instead be suffering from caffeine-induced symptoms. Fetuses and babies are particularly vulnerable to damage from caffeine. Pregnant and nursing mothers should avoid it. Perhaps the most widely felt symptom of caffeine addiction is disrupted sleep. caffeine can't change how much sleep your body needs, but it can prevent your body from getting it. Remember, not getting enough sleep is statistically linked to unwanted weight gain. Caffeine occurs naturally in coffee and to a lesser extent tea and cocoa. But there's nothing natural about caffeine in Coca-Cola or Pepsi or other soft drinks. That caffeine is there because the food manufacturers put it there, specifically to addict you and to get you to buy more product. The sugar makes the soft drinks taste good and induces cravings for more. The caffeine closes the deal by addicting you and making it almost impossible to stop buying the product. How this may harm you is of no concern to food manufacturers so long as you keep buying. Are you wondering, do I want to make caffeine illegal? I'm coming down pretty hard on it, aren't I? My view is it should be illegal to put caffeine into products without comprehensive warning labels. As for your choices, I don't much like governments telling you what to do about drugs. I'd rather let you make your own decisions, and besides, prohibition never works and isn't working now. But I'd like you to have good information so you can make your decisions intelligently. Perhaps by this point you've begun to realize how harmful caffeine can be, and you are wondering what a person could do to quit the addiction. Withdrawal symptoms from caffeine are harsh. You can expect at the least cravings, lowered blood pressure, headaches, and a feeling of depression. It can take months to be completely free of the addiction, and withdrawal is not pleasant. If you're trying to quit, I can suggest a strategy. Drink lots of tea. Herbal teas usually have no caffeine at all. Black and green teas have some, but much less than coffee or caffeinated soft drinks. So tea can be used as a down ramp to safer levels of consumption. Let me summarize. Caffeine is a psychoactive, highly addictive drug. Products with both sugar and caffeine are particularly dangerous in their ability to produce cravings, but even sugar-free products with a lot of caffeine in them are dangerous. Getting off caffeine is hard work, but it can be done. One of these days I may tell you my personal story about getting off of caffeine. But for now, my purpose is just to get the word out. Caffeine is dangerous stuff, and it could be hurting your efforts to attain a healthy weight and a healthy lifestyle. I owe thanks to my YouTube friend, nanciesweb, for encouraging me to more closely examine caffeine as an addictive drug. Thank you for watching.